Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, Take Courage and Show Yourself, or Take Courage and Be a Man. Take courage and be a man. Call Halayim La, Alahayanawa, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Call Halayim La, Abanawa, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. And I don't want to make this too long, just something that's on my spirit. You know, the words, you know, the last few words of King David on what he told, you know, King Solomon and his son, and King Solomon is the richest and wisest king ever to, you know, walk the earth. And just, you know, in this end time, you know, there's not enough real men left. There's not enough real men left, and the real men are coming out of Israel, man, out of the tribes, you know, and those real men are the elect, the 144,000, the teachers, the prophets, because this is what we're supposed to be doing, is rehearsing and walking in the ways of the Lord. It isn't about your money. It isn't about your status in the world. The Lord's not dealing with none of that, you know. And, you know, the men today, you know, starting with the men of Israel, you know, you know, mainly the 2/3 of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you know, a lot of them are, they're, you know, it's about the money and the power and the status and the pride and toughness and stuff like that, you know, but this is about seeking the Lord, man, and walking in his law, statutes, and commandments. This is what we're supposed to do, you see. You know, I want to go into a few scriptures, and I'm gonna close out. I don't want to make this too long, but you know, in Esaus Kingdom, you know, they're telling you that if you're a man, it's okay. You could become a woman, and that totally goes against the Lord, man. And the Lord is dealing with men. He's dealing with the elect men of Israel. You know, because it tells you the Lord shall make a man more precious than fine gold, and that 7 women shall take hold of one man. And this is the elect men, you know, out of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you know, that he's dealing with. And there's some things that's coming down the road that we're, you know, as men, we're going to have to be courageous and to stand on our square and to deal with it. You know, and this is what's missing in the world, but the Lord is bringing this back. You know, somebody ask you, if somebody asks you a question, because nowadays people ask you a question, and or people, you know, somebody asks somebody a question and they don't want to answer it. They half answer it. They dance around the question, because the Lord said, "Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay." You know, and to prove all things. And to prove all things, real men are going to prove what they're talking about, man. And they're going to stand on their square, and they're going to deal with all situations. They're not going to run from nothing, you know, and to rebuke and to, you know, if somebody got a booger in their nose, you let them know that they got a booger in their nose. You know, it's not personal. You just speaking truth, and to use discernment, man. And the men rule over the woman. You know, you got kids, take care of your kids the best you can, and to teach them this word and to show them what's right and what's wrong. according to the words of the Lord. You know, and this is you know this is missing in the world, man. You know, the real ways of life, you know, and the way men are supposed to be, you know, it's missing in the world. You know, a lot of men act cowardly and play these childish games. You know, they, like I said, they half want to answer questions. They don't like to prove stuff. There's a lot of cowardness, you know. But the Lord, you know, the time is almost up for the fake, the cowardly, the childish men of the world, man. You know, the Lord is going to remove you. You know, but let me go here. Let me go here. Call halal YAHAWAHSHI. Let me go here. Real men, stand on their square. They stand up and they take on everything the Lord puts on their plate. You know, if you mess up, you admit that you messed up and fix it and correct it, and learn to take advice. You know, to take take advice and accept correction when you go off. You know, the men, a lot of the men of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you don't want to take advice and you don't want to accept correction. You know, and it's okay to take advice and accept correction. It's all right to do that, man. But like I said, to be a man, you mess up, you correct it and admit that you're wrong. You know, speak truth, to have integrity. And to grow in the Lord's word, man. This is what the Lord is requiring for the men of the men of Israel, man. Let me go here, because these are the last few words of King David that he's telling to King Solomon, his son. And this is 1 Kings 2:1. 1 Kings 2:1. It says, "Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die." It says, "And he charged Solomon his son, saying," see, it says 2. It says, "I go the way of all the earth." See, because we all die, man. It says, "I go the way of all the earth." It says, "Be thou strong, therefore. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man." See, this is what's required. This is the words of King David, and King David is going to rule, you know, in the kingdom, man, under Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. He's going to be second in command in the kingdom. It says, "Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man." See, to stand up, to speak truth, and not to run from nothing, man. You know, and deal with everything that's in front of you. You know, you got kids, take care of your kids, your family. You know, handle your situations, and have heart. Whatever you're going through, don't be weak, man. Don't be weak. Be strong-minded and to deal with it. You know, and serve the Lord. It says 3. It says, "And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whatsoever thou turnest thyself." See, so, you know, we're supposed to be serving the Lord, and keeping his law, statutes, and commandments, you know, faithfully. you know, and rehearsing them, you know, walking in the ways of the Lord. It says that the Lord may continue his word which he spake concerning me, saying, if thy children, see, we're the children, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, the children still to this day. It says, if thy children take heed to their way to walk before me in truth. See, in truth. This is what we're supposed to be teaching our children too, man, to speak truth, not to be phony and fake and lying, and, you know, to be truthful, man. It says, to walk before me in truth. We need to be sincere to the Lord, man. You know, changing our ways. The Lord is not no slot machine in Las Vegas or somewhere, or some casino. You know, you got a lot of men that's then came into the truth, or that's in the truth, you know, that's pretending and, you know, thinking that they can run, you know, some type of game or something on the Lord, man. The Lord is seeing everything, and he is shining the light on a lot of men's work. You see, he's shining his light on a lot of men's work, and they're not right with the Lord. That's why it's so much controversy between in Israel, you know, with the camps and these churches and stuff like that, because they're not walking in truth, man. These pastors and these fake preachers that are taken from the congregation, they just sold out our people. You know, they're not walking in truth, man. And the Lord sees that. It says to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man on the throne of Israel. And when you walk in the ways of the Lord, man, you know, the Lord, he's going to take care of you. He's going to make a way for you, man. You're going to be all right. And this is why America is falling apart, because there's no God-fearing men. Those men that are in leadership here in America, they're not God-fearing men. You know, Esau believes in his science and technology and things like that. They're not showing this country about these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord's word. It would be completely different. But and this is why it's falling apart, you know, and people are waxing worse because they're not of the Lord. You know, starting with Esau, Edom, and 2/3 of Israel. They're gone in the ways of the heathen, and they believe in their own ways, their own philosophies. So, you know, this is why this is all going to go up in flames, you know, coming down the line here. But this is what the Lord is required, man, of the men of Israel, you know, to take courage and show yourself as a man, you know. But, you know, there's some things, you know, that's coming down the line that, you know, we're going to have to face, you know, and to you know, to really show yourself as a man, you know, and to be strong, man, to be courageous, and to show yourself as a man, you know. And the money don't make the man. Your status in the world don't make a man. None of that, man. None of it. It's walking in the ways of the Lord that show yourself as a man. You know, that's a real man, because to be righteous, you know, to be righteous, man, that's God-fearing men, to walking in his ways. That's a real man. It ain't your money, it ain't your home, your job, none of that. To walk in the ways of the Lord, that's a real man. Shalom.